Against Michelle.
How you doing, man?
I am doing good. 1 second, I'm gonna. Hey,
You good? You good?
just totemed.
Nice.
Let me know
Dude,
if it's super bright. Windows
it's so
11 like
bright.
kind of
What the
scuffed
fuck?
my screen share.
Why is it so bright?
Oh
Oh,
no,
it's good
dude,
now.
alright. It's good?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay, sweet.
Dude, you're a Night Lord.
Yeah, but I'm a baby, dude.
Bro, obligatory. You know you're talking to the #1 Night Lord in the whole world, right?
Uh, so I've heard.
Yeah, okay.
But
Mr.
yeah,
Edits. Nice
I've
IGN.
played for like 3 weeks. I was like level 205 for like a long time, and I
Oh,
just never
shit.
played this character. And I just came back, and this is really all I have besides Legion. So I don't really have
Okay,
a Kana set up.
that's fine. Night Lord's a good farmer class. What's your Legion
Dude,
at?
it's been tough, dude. Almost 6K.
Damn, okay, that's pretty good.
Well, my thought process was, I mean, my Night Lord has been god awful for quite a while. So I was just doing Legion to try to farm effectively.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense, but like for a long time, for like 2 weeks solid, I just couldn't even level them, right? So I just focused on the Legion, and then I do have this Battle Mage that I played like a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's pretty like the nodes are probably like level 1, like it's real bad. And I didn't know much about the game, so like it's got potentials, but it doesn't really have like Star Force. Everything's like 10 star, so it's kind of like negligible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I guess
Can
what
you
I've
do
done,
can you do like some weeklies on it?
I can do like the start. So my starter income was like Hardhilla, Czak, like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably got I get out of it like 250 mil, I'd say.
Okay. Not bad.
So it's like something, especially because my income on this character was pretty bad for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so what I did is I rushed Mesogear like right away, because I knew that I needed to make money somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So I have most of it done. Like I've got 5-piece Meso, I think, and 2-piece drop.
Yeah. Do you have any
Um,
familiars that give drops?
yeah, well,
Okay.
so that's the thing. This is an old character, so I do have
Here's a
Spidey,
spider. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
so it's kind of carrying me.
Yeah. Spider's good.
What else? So I just totemed and I made like I had like 70, so I probably make like 800 if I WAP and use wealth coupons.
You got WAPs?
I set that up too, just
Okay, thank
because,
God.
yeah, dude, it pays off.
It
Like
does. It's OP.
setting that up and Legion has made my life
Thank
significantly
God.
easier.
Thank God. People don't listen, dude. They're like
Yeah.
280 with like 1k Legion. Like, why? Dude, Legion and Threads of Fate are like the best shit you could do for your account, bro.
Yeah. Well, especially nodes. So I didn't know that this gave drop rate, but now that I'm actually using them, I've set them up like 4 days ago or so. Dude, I get so many more nodes. Like I just got 25 nodes from toteming. I used to
Mm-hmm.
get like significantly less. I'd say, I don't know, maybe like 12, but my kill speed also is like a little bit better, I'd say. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where to start besides that. I basically have Legion and Meso gear. That's about it. And then the only upgrades I've done is I 15'd almost everything this last weekend.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Um,
For the 1+1, right?
yeah, at least like
Nice.
Abso and CRA, but that's about it. And then I started to work on my Kana treasure,
And
but
like damage items. Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Dude, you're smart. You've been playing for 3 weeks. You're smart. You're a smart guy. You really are. Yeah,
I mean,
obviously
I'm
you're gonna want
trying.
you're gonna want to get everything to 17, 5, 10, 15. Like, of
Okay.
course. And then cube sale, try to get some stuff to legendary if you can. Spare a little bit of money for blacks. Try to tier your shit up.
Okay.
And do you do all your totems every month?
I did. I mean, I've only had like one rotation. I
Mm-hmm.
do like so. That's the other thing is I don't play. I'm kind of a normie. Like I probably play 2 to 3 hours a day.
That's fine.
Sometimes on the weekend more, but so the other thing I didn't know is if I should. I know we don't have long for Kana. I do have like a 205 that I could like sink a little bit of money into to make some, but I don't know.
Nah. Fuck the Kana.
Okay.
It's too late. It's fine. Because you gotta do
All
all the
right.
dailies and all that shit anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You pump money into the Night Lord. Try to cube your shit. Get your shit to legendary. Definitely at least 16 star yourself because 16 is free on 5, 10, 15. You don't have to
Okay.
go for the 17 on everything. Because actually that 1 star 16, 17, since you're safeguarding, it's actually kind of expensive to be honest with you. So at least just 16 your stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then your heart needs a pot. Very easy game.
Yeah. I also don't have an Android,
Oh,
so
interesting.
this
You can go from
character's
the
so
event.
old. Yeah, but
Wait,
I
fuck, it's a
yeah.
one droid heart. Never mind.
So I think I need to go for the fairy, but yeah.
That shit's expensive. I wouldn't.
Okay. All
You
right.
could go for the Lydium for now, because the heart isn't gonna make or break anything. Like, it doesn't do much. It's just stat. Like, stat actually doesn't give you that much damage.
Mm-hmm.
So like the 2 bills are actually kind of expensive. So if you really
Okay.
want like a heart and Andrew, you could go for the Lydium heart, which is like 1,500 coins in the shop. You could run that.
Okay. All right. And when it comes to potentialing or 17ing, would you 17 first?
I would
Because like some
prioritize
of
the
these.
stars, yeah. Stars will give
Okay.
you more damage. But you still
All right.
want to try to get everything to legendary on cube sale if you can. You make enough money from your totems to do both, I'd say. You just got to really do
Okay.
your totems.
Yeah, my biggest struggle is I feel like my rates would actually be really good if my marks did anything,
Yeah,
but
of course.
my nodes are extremely scuffed. I'm basically just using Showdown and Quad Star, just
Oh,
no
you're not
marks at
boosting
all,
marks. Interesting. Okay.
because I haven't really gotten lucky enough yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um,
So yeah.
have you tried... You're farming an Arcana right now? Like LP1 or something? Decup 1?
Yeah, I think I just did CLP.
I wouldn't go to CLP.
Okay.
CLP is not good. In terms of mob count and the layout, not that good.
All right.
Well, for Night Lord, I would go to LP1 for you, which
Okay.
is the one map to the right of CLP.
Gotcha.
Or Path 1. I would go here. And then,
Okay.
ideally, you want to go to Decup 1, which is the map all the way on the left. Yeah, that's like the best spot.
Okay.
So you could try training there too. You'll
But you need
probably
marks,
make...
I assume.
Yeah, I mean, all the maps you need marks, to be honest with you. But like, you could also try training even in Actually, never mind. You can't really train in Latch. You're too high level. Yeah, I would just go LP1.
Okay. All right. And then I guess a question I did have is like what's like the max that you could sit somewhere? So like what's the level range above a monster's level where the drops start to get like diminished?
So once you're over 10 levels, you're fucked.
Okay.
Yeah. So like Decup 1, for example, the mobs are like 236 or something. Or LP1, yeah, 230. What is that? 7?
237, 239, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like once you're like 248, it's like half the mobs are going to be reduced, and then once you're 250, then it's like all the mobs are reduced, and then it's 2% every 1 level above. 2% less meso.
Mm. Okay. Gotcha. I just don't know how long it's gonna take me to get my marks to do something. I don't know if it's just a node issue or if it's like a combination of just everything.
Nodes is definitely the biggest one because nodes just straight up give you final damage on the marks. But also your gear. You need to be pretty strong to one shot with marks. Like my Night Lord is pretty much just a little bit above the cusp to one shot with marks. And it's like 17 mil range with the nodes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you need to be pretty strong.
Okay.
But even if you're two-shotting marks, it's hella worth.
Yeah.
Because you can
Okay.
just put like Dark Flare up there, Dark Lord's Omen, whenever it's off cooldown.
Oh, that makes sense. What about so Sweetwater? I've started to go towards the Dreadnought, but it's taking me a while.
Mhm.
I think I'm level 2.5 boat or so.
Mhm.
Is it worth it to go for that if I plan on like I'll probably be playing for multiple years. That's kind of like the thought process.
Mhm.
But at the same time, people also have been saying that like some of that might get phased out. Like it might not be worth if you're just starting the Sweetwater journey.
Yeah, so the reason they say that is because there's gonna be a new item from like Lucid, part
Hmm.
of the Dawn set, new set of items. And Lucid gets it's a new face item that you could work on, and it's comparable to the tattoo. Um, and since you're just starting out, you could hold down for that. But at the end of the day, it is 100% worth getting the Dreadnought and working on your Sweetwaters regardless.
Okay,
Because the only
gotcha.
thing that's really gonna beat it is Pitch Boss. Like that's what, like the guaranteed, like yes, you replace Sweetwater once you get 22 Pitch Boss, but that's not really a
Yeah,
guaranteed thing that's gonna happen. Like people go easily years with no Pitch Boss, so.
yeah, the waiting room. Okay,
Mhm.
sounds good.
Definitely get the
Um,
Dreadnought and keep
yeah,
doing your Dinaros
okay.
anyways. Yeah.
Keep chipping away at it.
Mhm.
The biggest problem with it is it's such like a I feel like it's got such a big opportunity cost. Like if I was farming for that same time, like there's so much Mespis I could be making in the same time I spent in Commercy in like a week.
I mean that's everything.
Yeah,
You could not do Legion and farm ASOS.
true.
You could not do dailies. You could, like
Yeah,
it's everything. Like it's just part of the game too. You have to do it,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay, sounds good.
Um, I would try to hit 235 ASAP. By the way, you need the Aspera symbol. Get that shit going. Get the dailies going right away. A lot of free
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, I've been trying to push for it. It's getting a little bit harder. Just because my kill speed's definitely taking a hit, but
Mhm.
Showdown's still almost it's like one-shotting or almost one-shotting, so okay.
Yeah.
Um, one thing too, when it comes to like bossing, so bossing's been tricky just because I literally without nodes, like my burst is not I don't have spread for that long. What
Mhm.
is it? It's now 25 seconds, but I just recently got it up a bit.
Mhm.
Um, so I just cleared CRA like solo for the first time a few days ago,
Okay.
but I don't know like how far off I am from like I guess Lomian solo or like the next even just getting into like lucid parties type of thing. Because I'm not really getting carries. Like occasionally I might see like my guild or a couple buddies like send out a message like, hey, if you want like hard Lomian or something, come along, but it's not like a guaranteed thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Again, nodes are the biggest thing, especially on Night Lord, because of just how spread works, and the duration of spread is like the
Yeah.
most important part of it. And then also like you don't have marks boosted, and marks are like legit like 30 to 50% of your BA. Like legit. It's marks are huge
Okay.
damage. And then but no, it's good though. It's respect. I think Lomian might be a little bit of ways away. But if you were to like 17 your stuff and like um get some better pots, get some stuff to legendary, I think Lomian would be possible even without like high level nodes.
Okay.
But it's just gonna come down to you training, to be honest with you, because you need the nodes and you need to pump into spread and throw blasting,
Okay.
and you need to get that mark boosted. Like the best trio you could get is Quad Star, Showdown, and Mark in one. That's like
Yeah.
super good. If you could
Gotcha.
get one of those, I would invest in that.
Well, yeah, that's so I don't know if I just scuffed myself, but basically, like, what happened is early on, I got the Death Star Sudden Raid Dark Flare,
Okay,
and
perfect.
then
Yeah,
this
copy.
one.
Yeah.
So, having gotten those so early, I was trying to like chase the two main ones with like Quad Showdown and Mark,
Mhm.
and then ever since I've just not gotten it. So I don't know if I like kind of shot myself in the foot early on, or if I'm doing it okay, I'm just getting unlucky.
No, no, no. You're fine. You're just unlucky at the moment. But let's say, because you know how like leading skill matters, right? In nodes.
Yeah.
Let's say so. Since you have Showdown and Quad Star as your leading skill for those two nodes, that means you have a pretty high chance that when you get, one that has all three, like with
Hmm.
marks, You could just put that one you have equipped right now into the
Into
new
it.
one.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. But
Okay.
if let's say you had Shade Splitter as your like lead one and you were maxing that, then you shot yourself in the foot because you're never gonna use that. But since you have
Gotcha.
Quad
Gotcha.
Star and Showdown as your leading ones, then it's like okay, like those are good. You can use those.
Okay.
So you
All
better
right, that
hope
makes sense.
you get a Showdown / Quad Star lead that has Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, and ever since I realized that like my nodes were kind of falling behind, I prioritized trying to get drop. Like, so I have 5 set meso, right? But I still have like I can get an earring.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I should chase like another accessory for drop
You
now
should.
with my money.
You should.
Okay.
Get literally any earrings. Like doesn't have to be superior, reinforced or
Yeah.
Decitus or like Hitler earring. Get a legendary and more drop. Try to get as much drop as you can. If you can get 5 lines of, you have the 5 lines of Meso and then the rest drop with Spider and WAP, you'll hit
Okay.
a lot of nodes.
Okay.
NHS, of course.
All right, sounds good. I'll definitely get that then. Um, what else? Oh, and I do have full set superior because back then, like you
Mm-hmm.
just got it so easy. So I have like two sup pendants, and then just like the regular set.
Yeah.
When it comes to like star forcing that early on, if you don't have dupes, like do you just is it worth safeguarding or not even spending the money until I have like extras, I guess?
Uh, so Superior Pendant's kind of tricky because it is a pretty expensive item now. I would just safeguard it. I would
Okay.
just safeguard it. Keep doing Arcarium for Dom Pendants though, so you could transfer stars.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just safeguard it because it is a very expensive item. CRA, like you don't have to safeguard.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah.
And that goes
Oh,
for all pieces, like the belt, the ring, like everything.
yeah, I would safeguard. Those are
Okay.
very, very expensive pieces. You do not want them to blow up. Ring and pendant especially. Those are the most expensive because earring and belt, like they could drop. The other ones don't drop. So you really want to safeguard them.
Okay.
But you could keep them at 12 to be honest with you. You could just sit on it and get your other things to 17. But the most important thing, it's kind of backwards. But the most important thing for you is Meso and drop gear, to be honest with you. Because
Yeah.
that's going to give you more money and drops. And then, like, once your nodes are, like, higher, you can start working on actually making, like, proper damage gear. But the only thing with the Meso drop gear is you don't want it. I mean, it's fine, but you don't necessarily want it on, like, best in slot items. Like, you would rather have it
Yeah.
on event items.
Okay.
Because
So like this kind of treasure though, like I
mm-hmm.
was told that this isn't really best in slot anymore. Like you could use this as a drop. So should I just I got it up to legendary. Should I just use that as a drop ring now or eh?
So the best in slot rings as a Night Lord. You're gonna have Superior Ring, Reinforced Ring, and then your third ring will be Slime Ring. So fourth ring, technically you could either use Kana's Treasure or Mice Ring, one of the two. But since you're a Night Lord, you're gonna be using Roar 4
Yeah.
as your fourth ring. So yeah, you
Okay.
could just use the Kana's ring as Dropper Mesa. Not a big deal.
Okay. So I can cube that to try to get drop then, and then I need an earring with drop. That
Mm-hmm.
should help a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, so the way drop gear works in this game, I'm not 100% sure, but just based off of my like anecdotal evidence of like
Mhm.
having drop gear on multiple characters, drop gear when it's low matters a lot more than it's high. So I think there's some sort of diminishing on it because I feel like when I was at like 140 drop versus 200 drop, I got like similar nodes and droplets. But when I was at 80 drop going to 140 drop, I feel like I got
Yeah.
a lot more.
Okay. All right. So I don't need. So basically, if I have like the big spider, I probably don't need like double lines, right? I probably just need like a single line and everything.
Yeah, do single line for now. Double line is pretty expensive.
Okay.
So you would just have like 5 lines of Meso, so that's like 5 items, and then the 4 other items, 1 line drop. Hopefully you get doubles, but if you don't, like, you'll end up with 100 Meso, then 80 drop.
Okay.
And then Spider will be 60 more, so that'll put you at 140. HS is another 24, assuming it's max, so that'll put you at 164 drop.
Mhm.
And then Showdown has built-in drop, so
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And then I know like I know switching over to arcanes takes like quite a while before it's even worth, based on
Mm-hmm.
like the other reviews I've watched. I guess how many of the actual droplets will you need until it's like actually worth if you plan on playing that character for like a long time? So I've got like 40, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you plan on playing this character like for a long time, you could just make the switch to arcanes as soon as possible, and then you could sit on the 17 arcanes. It's fine if you're not in any rush of like, oh, I need to get super strong. Since you're also playing Night Lord, you play a really good class. You could sit on the 17 arcanes and just wait
Okay.
till you have more droplets. So yeah, just wait for it right away. And then I'd say like, let's say you're going for 19 arcanes, you'd ideally want like one spare of each. 21, you could get like two spares. And then 22 star arcanes, you want like four spares of each. So
Gotcha. And like as a new player, if you plan on going for arcanes at some point, do you just wait to buy like do you wait to see if you get a drop and then buy the other pieces, or do you just like get the weapon when you can or whatever?
I would hold out as long as you can until you can get drops. I would hold out because getting drops, like believe it or not, a lot of people will cry, but it's really not that hard to be honest with you. Like you'll get a
Mm-hmm.
drop eventually, and then
Okay.
it will save you so much.
Okay. All right, that helps. Um, guess the other thing too, flaming. Like dude, I don't know what to flame because my weapon is like 42, um, which I think when I put it in the calculator was like T5 or
That's
6, I forget.
that should be T6 on Absol.
And then, like as a new player, like my flame income's pretty, I'd say low. This is what I got from like all my weeklies and like a few dailies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like sitting on it, without like pap mark or anything. Like I don't really know what to throw them on.
Okay, so as a new player, flames don't matter that much because obviously like shit scales when you get stronger. So early game it doesn't matter too much. And then you don't want to flame your weapon because that weapon will get replaced. Like if we're thinking long term, it's gonna get
Yeah.
replaced. And then in like your Night Lord's lifespan, you're barely using Abso in terms of all the weapons you're gonna use. So um I would use those arcanes on your CRA because your CRA you're pretty much gonna have your CRA top and bottom for like forever.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I would use it on those two. Or you could chuck on the superiors because same thing with the superiors, you're pretty much gonna have it forever. And I
Okay.
wouldn't worry too much about losing a flame. You're not really gonna lose that much damage. So you could just chuck it and then keep hoping for something better.
Okay. That makes sense.
Your weapon, I wouldn't reflame it at all. Just keep it like that until you
Just
get
keep
arcane.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the other thing too, I don't know. So when I didn't cube my weapon early on because I had a Fafnir and I had it at unique, and I knew that like going to legendary I would just lose all that money, which
Mm-hmm.
is super valuable early on. So now I'm at the point where now I have like the Meso pieces, which I kind of just got. So I can take a look at like actually cubing this. So I have triple prime on my
What the
uh
fuck?
yeah.
What the
So I have triple prime
uh
there, and then prime IED and all stat. So I guess my question is, what do I go for on the weapon when I do cube it?
honestly, you kind of shook me with your triple prime secondary. Um you just get two line attack on your weapon. That's it. You don't need anything else, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because again, if we're thinking long term, you're gonna get the arcane. You don't want to invest too much on the Absol. You could keep the Absol at 15, to be honest with you. Don't even get it to 17.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Like you'll get the arcane. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Especially with how many droplets. Like worst case scenario, okay, if there was one thing you would buy, you'd buy your weapon, and then just wait for the rest. Because the
Gotcha.
difference in damage from arcane and Absol weapon is actually really big. So you would want to buy the weapon, but you wouldn't really want to buy armors. Just hold out until you could get drops.
And even if you buy the weapon and then let's say like the only drop you ever got was a weapon, it's not that big of a deal because you'll need dupes anyway, right?
I mean, if you get a drop after, it's really freaking unlucky if you get a weapon drop
Oh,
after
really?
you buy it because, again, if we're thinking long term, the arcane weapon does get replaced by Genesis, and generally, if you have plans to get Genesis weapon, meaning Liberate, um,
Yeah.
you don't star your weapon at all. Like you just keep it at 17 forever.
Okay.
Also, you get to hold escape while you're opening nodes for it to open faster.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Dude, I never knew that.
And then you could put it on a key and just hold down that key. That's it.
And then you
It'll-
just sift through them like afterwards?
Yeah. It's better that way. So you
Let's
just hold
see.
down 7. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dude, the things they don't teach you, dude.
Yeah. Dude, trust me, I've been there. I don't know shit. And I'm just like looking at it, opening, wasting my time.
Well, it's also for a new player when you get like 5 nodes, it's like Christmas. So
Oh, true. Yeah.
I've never like actually thought about how to open them faster, but
Yeah. So now if you just open the node master or wherever, or like your V matrix, you could just. Yeah, they're all
Just, like,
shining.
manually.
So, yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, you got some decent nodes. Like,
Still all the ones I never need though. So I just break them down.
yeah, so like basically, if you really want to know which nodes to go for, all you really need to look for is Showdown and Quad Star starters. Everything else doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotcha.
of course, fuse into like the other ones, those other 2 trios, like. Fuse
Yeah,
into
yeah.
those,
The ones that I've been, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And then crafting nodes, I just do HS like every time. Is that a bad thing, I guess?
It's not bad. HS is really, really good. You want that. You want that maxed.
Right.
Yeah, because you get more dropping EXP per level.
Okay.
Can you tell him to swap DSE and spread? He doesn't need to boost decent sharp eyes. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. That +5 slot, you don't need it for decent.
I
Yeah,
see.
put spread in there.
Can't
Yeah,
do it
well, I
until
mean, whenever you can.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly, even that slot is like a plus whatever. However, that's not a clean slot, so you would wanna. Yeah, you would wanna put like
Something else there.
Dark Lord's Omen or something in there, or Shuriken, yeah. Or HS actually. Put HS in there. Yeah, put HS in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
whenever you
makes sense.
can, and then Sharp Eyes where HS is.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
I got you. And Kimfef, he's got you.
Yeah, man. He's in the chat giving all the advice.
Yeah, he be picking up on stuff.
I guess anything else? Like I'm pretty. Everything else is really just like all I really have to talk about is 15 star with like 6% epic. Like that's basically what my life has been until I recently got money, I guess, when I
Mhm.
totem. Um,
Yeah,
and
no,
then I
the
guess
highest priority is working on that Meso drop gear. 100%. And then just make sure you keep doing your totems.
okay, I'll keep pumping them out.
Mm-hmm. And then with that extra money and nodes, you want to max out your skills and then, go for the 17s, go for legendary on your items.
Okay, all right. And then I guess for the Legion block as NL, I heard you talk about how we get 40% IED from Frailty. So do
Mhm.
I ever need to even put in here, or do I just keep going like crit damage and then boss damage?
So once you're at 6k, you definitely want to max out the boss and crit damage first. And then
Yeah.
you want to pump it to ID. Yeah, so you do get 40 ID from Frailty, but you still need the ID in your area. In the Legion area.
So you still need some. Okay,
Mhm. But the boss and the crit are higher priority.
gotcha. All right. And then Hypers, same thing. So like Hypers, my bossing one. I actually need to redo this one because I had 5 in luck, but I was mainly just doing crit, IED, and boss damage, and like regular damage.
Yeah, no, those 4, yeah. You could like pump each of them to like level 8 because 8 isn't too expensive. And then see what you need. So like just looking at this, like 81.5 ID is not that much. So like you would
Yeah.
want
I think-
ID somehow from some
I
other
think when
source.
I have, what is it? When I'm on this, when I'm actually on my boss one and I swap here, I'm at like 89 with my damage gear.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad.
When I
89.
when I like swap out the Meso or whatever, it's like 89 or so.
Yeah.
And then the 40% from Frailty
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't.
40% of what's left, right? Or
No, that's like as if you had another 40% on like your weapon or secondary or something. So it
I
doesn't
see.
actually show on your stat, but it's
Mm-hmm.
there. You are actually doing the more damage.
Gotcha. Okay. So keep my emblem then, even the way it is, and then just get 2-line attack on my weapon.
I would. Yeah, I would.
Alright.
If you hit attack and boss, you just keep that. So, whatever happens first, 2-line attack, attack boss. Even if you
Okay.
get 2-line, even if you get like attack and IED, you could just like run it on your weapon.
Gotcha.
You just want some sort of mixture of useful lines, attack boss and IED.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
Attack is
Dude, I can't.
preferable though, because it helps you one shot.
Yeah. Alright. Sounds good. I mean, I think that's everything. I just haven't really known where to focus after getting the Meso gear and SNL. Like, it felt bad for a large majority of the time I've been playing, and it's starting to pick up now because I'm getting more nodes dropping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It's hard.
bosses have,
It's very
yeah,
hard at first. This game is very like logarithmic at first. It's like very slow start, and then it gets exponential, then back to like logarithmic. So,
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate it, man.
yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, you'll be fine. In terms of familiars, don't really worry about it now. Just try to get some as you're doing your Legion. Obviously, finish your
Yeah.
6k Legion as soon as possible, and then
Okay.
use the bonk potions for free levels. But yeah, those familiars you pick up as you're doing your Legion, just try to open them on your main, try to get some ID, and that's it.
Yeah, I think when I boss, I use like 2 ID 15s, like commons, and then every other time I just use the spider.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Um. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Take it easy. I hope
Yeah.
you have a good one.
Yeah. You too. See ya.
See ya. Thank you.